Hello. I would like to share this particular painting with you. This painting is from 2018, a little bit of an older piece. The original painting that I did of this concept was in 2017. It was a small 8.5 by 11 oil painting that I did as I was exploring this idea of innocence. So this piece is called Innocence. The small one that I did was called Return to Innocence. Now, I decided to do a larger version in oil to explore more about the idea of what exactly is innocence and how do we maintain it or how do we lose it. In this particular piece, I have a painting of a young child or young man who has the look, I wanted to give it the look of reminiscing or as thinking about what is it that made innocence important. And from my experience, I can only speak for myself. I'm not a psychiatrist or sociologist. I'm just a painter, an artist who can explore life through my own interpretation of my own reality. So in this particular piece, I believe that innocence is in our mind, is in how we think and what thoughts and what traumas did we experience in our life. I have a vocabulary of symbols that I use in my work. There's a symbol of this particular symbol here, which is blades or thorns. Blades and thorns I use a lot to symbolize either a crown of thorns, which is kind of like trials and tribulations that you overcome, or their tragedies. In this case, my blades are coming out of his mouth. And the reason why I did it that way instead of the crown of thorns is because his trials and tribulations are things that he's explaining or he's interpreting. Of course, if you follow my work, the mind is the center console where we as humans can filter our own realities. And as we filter our own realities, it affects how we see life, how we speak about life, and how we project in our auras, in our essence of our thought patterns, and it actually creates who we really are as people. So what I love about oil is that it allowed me to play a little bit more with the composition. This has gone through several layers. The colors at one time were a little bit more brighter, and as the more I stared at it and the more I contemplated the thought, I wanted the figures to come forward and sort of the background or the warm colors to be pushed back to sort of symbolize a reality that's not necessarily physical, but that's more unseen. And I include some of the elements that were influenced by artists like Fernando de Cislo or Mata, as well as the compositional compartmentalization that I had when I was doing abstraction. That was probably a big influence of the modernists of Europe, like Kandinsky, Picasso, Mondrian, Giacometti, and many others. I love the contrast in this work between the textural application of the face versus the subtlety of some of the aerosol mist, almost making the face not a real person, but a mask. A mask that I often refer to my faces as masks, because that is what we have in our face. The Japanese have this thing that every human being has 3 masks. The first one is the mask that we project to the world. That is the physical appearance of who we think we are. The second mask is the mask that we share with our closest friends, giving them a little bit of a deeper insight as to who we really are. And then there's the third mask, the mask that no one can see but ourselves and our relationship with God. Innocence. Maintain and hold on to your innocence, your purity, your humanity.